What's up? It's Christian, and today I want to talk to you about the difference between doing open eye meditations and closed eye meditations. So, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people usually stick to one of the two. And I've actually seen more often that people like to do closed eye meditations, which is great. Um, but I think both open eye meditation and closed eye meditation have their place. So, open eye meditation and closed eye meditation both have both their pros and cons. So, in this video, I want to go over some of the pros and cons of each and explain how I use each of them in my daily meditations in order to become a better human being and use spirituality in a more practical way. So, let's start off with open eye meditation because recently, actually yesterday, I did an open eye meditation for the first time in a couple of years. And it's funny because I actually started out doing open eye meditation around 2014. And then I probably stopped in 2016 when I got really into certain advanced meditation techniques. So let's get into some of the pros of open eye meditation. First pro of open eye meditation is that it really allows you to increase your focus because you can notice when you are drifting and wandering. So when you're doing an open eye meditation and your eyes are drifting and wandering different ways, you can easily tell, and it's easy to pull your eyes right back to the spot that you picked and then go back into presence. So that's why it's really amazing for training the focus in your mind. It's a lot easier to notice when you fall out of presence. Number two is that open eye meditation makes it a lot more practical to bring presence and mindfulness into your daily life. Because most of the time when we're in our daily life, our eyes are open and we're looking around at stuff. So it's a whole lot easier to be present in our daily life when we have a practice of being present while we are having our eyes open already. Third reason that I really like open eye meditation is that it really enhances your eye contact. So when you're talking with people, it's a lot easier to keep focused on their eyes. It's a lot easier to connect with people. You don't have that kind of jittery eye look that really displays a lot of nervousness. And you're able to just have that really solid eye contact that makes it a lot easier to connect with people, make friends, meet a new love, etc. So those are my three reasons for why I really, really like open eye meditation. So now let's get into some of the cons of open eye meditation. Number one, it's harder to bring your awareness into your inner body because you're looking outside. So it's a lot harder to do more advanced meditations where you're channeling your energy and you're releasing it, or you are doing maybe gratitude meditations or things like that. So, con number two of open eye meditation is that you probably are looking at a lot of visual stimulus if you're in your room or something. So, it might be a little bit easier to get distracted by the visual stimulus. But that's why I like to focus on one point. And I usually like to pick an area like a wall or something that has mostly the same color so that I could focus on one point that stands out from the background of a ton of color. When I was younger, I used to meditate on the point in my wall where these two lines crossed, and then the rest of it was white. So it was really easy for me to focus on that. So now let's go into closed eye meditation, which is, I think, what most people think of when they think of meditation, because they think of the person in the lotus position that's closing their eyes, focusing on their breath. So the number one pro to closed eye meditation is that it's a lot easier to focus on what's going on inside. So when you're focused in what's going on inside, it's a lot easier to get in touch with the subtle patterns that are going on, and as well as get in touch with your breath and really reconnect with your body. Pro number 2 of closed eye meditation is that you shut off all your visual stimuli, so you're less distracted by what's going on in your visual field, and it's a lot easier to tune into maybe the sounds outside, the feeling of your breath, and especially it's a lot easier to tune in to the energy in your body. And that is a very, very important thing when you're getting advanced into meditation. You want to learn how to become aware of the energy and how to release certain patterns of energy that you've become aware of. So, closed eye meditation is really, really good for doing deep personal work, for maybe reliving experiences in order to heal the trauma that's behind them, or even to go into a state of visualizing when you're doing law of attraction type stuff. Let's get into some of the cons of closed eye meditation. For one, you might accidentally fall asleep while you're meditating. It's happened to me before when I was laying down doing closed eye meditations, but it doesn't really happen to me when I'm sitting up, luckily. But you still kind of start to drift off into this like half sleep like state, and you might feel more relaxed, but then you come out of the meditation and you're not really feeling very focused. You kind of feel more in a daze than when you went into the meditation. And for me personally, I use meditation to increase my awareness and increase my presence. So I don't really like to get into that kind of dazy state of being half awake and half asleep. So con number 2 is that you are not able to really focus on one particular point. So you may start to get distracted in your mind and start thinking about stuff and start imagining situations, and you might get really distracted from your practice. So to wrap it up, I really think that closed eye meditation and open eye meditation are extremely useful in building a practical spiritual practice that's going to benefit you in your day-to-day life, but they each serve their different purpose. So remember, open eye meditation is better for increasing your presence, training the prefrontal cortex, and really increasing your eye contact, and also getting higher levels of presence and mindfulness in your day-to-day activities. And closed eye meditations are really good for going deep into your energy body, cleansing your chakras, going into gratitude meditations. It's also really good for creating a blank canvas in your mind so that you can visualize things, or when you're trying to do stuff like astral projection, obviously you need to have your eyes closed. So I think both open eye meditation and closed eye meditation have their place, and I really think you should start implementing both into your daily spiritual practice. And remember, keep spirituality practical. You don't want to be spending all your time thinking about these weird, insane spiritual concepts and all about ascension and about different entities. It's better to focus on how spirituality can improve your life on a day-to-day basis, how it can make you happier, how it can make you more present to the moment, more connected with the people that are around you. And that's really what I wish for you, is that you just develop a really practical spiritual practice. And if you like this video, I'm going to be having a ton more videos come out soon, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all about a different topic and going deep into different areas of how to build a spiritual practice that's actually practical and actually adds to your life instead of taking from it. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of effort into these videos, and I'm going to continuously be getting better at creating them. So the content is just going to improve. So I really, really recommend that you subscribe, and you should also drop a like and a comment just to help me out with the YouTube algorithm so that I can reach more people and help more people build a really practical spiritual practice. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Blah, blah.